I don't do intros. How you guys doing today? I'm doing all right today. Today I have kind of a really exciting video for me, a little bit of a passion project here. If you guys don't know, Bloodborne came out on March 24th, 2015. That was 8 years ago, and to commemorate the release of Bloodborne, there is a Bloodborne event going on right now called Return to Yharnam. Apparently, it happens every year. And people are just playing Bloodborne again. I streamed it a couple days ago, but I decided I wanted to jump into some more higher level PvP because I really missed the Bloodborne PvP, man. I've been playing so much Elden Ring, I kind of just forgot Bloodborne had PvP. And it's a pity because Bloodborne PvP is actually super fucking sick. As you can see, this first clip right here, I think kind of demonstrates like all of what I think is really cool about Bloodborne PvP. So here is a transform attack that you're gonna see me do here in a bit against this guy right here. Any second now. Hold on, just it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. Uh, Man, Bloodborne PvP is just so damn stylish and shit. Look at it. Oh my god, the Phantom Range. The Burial Blade is fucking sick, man. I love the fucking Burial Blade. Um, so here's the transform attack. You can't do this in any other game. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And then the thing I love most about Bloodborne right here. Oh my god, I parried his fucking healing. What is this? Imagine if you could counter somebody's healing in Elden Ring and punish them for healing. I know you could throw like the little thing on them to make them not heal and shit. You could use the wing scythe and shit, but it's not the same, you know. It's not the same as literally punishing someone as they're going to heal. You could do it in Dark Souls 2 because the healing in Dark Souls 2 is fucking slow as shit. But not really in any other Souls game. Absolutely obliterated. So you did see my three builds at the beginning here. We're running a Bloodtinge build, we're running an Arcane build, and we're running a Quality Beast build at level 120. Just my three builds that I've made on Bloodborne. I really can't remember how old these builds are, to be honest. Like, I have no idea. But they were really fun to make, from what I remember. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how old these builds are. Let's talk about Bloodborne PvP and how it works and stuff like that. So it works a little bit differently than all the other games. This area that you see me invading in, is specific to PvP, kind of. Oh my god, Ludwig's Holy Blade. It's specific to PvP, kind of, because... Okay, so how Bloodborne PvP works is that if you're in a regular area, right? A regular area, and you ring the small resonant bell for a co-opper to come and join your world, there spawns an enemy on the map called the Bell Maiden, and she will ring a sinister bell to allow invaders to come in. But if you kill the Bell Maiden before invaders can come in, then obviously the bell stops, right? The sinister bell, it stops. So that's kind of how co-op works in the game. In Nightmares, however, in the Nightmare Frontier and in the Nightmare of Mensis, these two different areas that are mainly used for PvP, it doesn't matter if you summon a co-opper or not. A Bell Maiden will always spawn in the Nightmares. So if you're playing online at all, there is a chance to run into some PvP in Bloodborne. And that's why the Nightmare of Mensis is kind of like the most popular area. I kind of wish they would have added a Bell Maiden in for the old Hunters, because it's technically a nightmare. I think anyway, the Hunter's Nightmare. Yeah, it's definitely a nightmare. I wish they kind of would have did that for the old Hunters. You can still invade there just fine, but there's just less of a chance of getting any activity because of the fact that there's no Bell Maiden there for automatic online players. So the whole time I've been invading in Bloodborne these last couple of days, I've run into zero co-opers. So these are all people that were playing online. I ran into a ton of people, by the way, that just like went back down into Mikolash's boss room which is interesting because in this game you can actually go into Mikolash's boss room after the fact, after he's dead, and PvP down there, which I think is really, really cool. And you're gonna see a clip of me on my Arcane character doing that with the Saw Cleaver. Man, Bloodborne is fucking sick though. I love this game, man. I'll go ahead and state this here. Bloodborne is my favorite game of all time. Still yet to be topped. As far as Souls games go, I'm sorry. I would place Bloodborne at the top, Dark Souls 1 at number 2, and Elden Ring as number 3, personally. I do enjoy Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls, but not as much as those 3 games, honestly. And I've PvP'd in all the games. Demon Souls was kind of boring when it comes to PvP, at least in my opinion. Granted, I don't have nostalgia for these games. I didn't play the originals. I didn't play them on release. My first Souls game ever was Bloodborne, so I only have nostalgia for Bloodborne. I'm playing all these games after the fact, you know, after their PvP has pretty much dried up. So Demon Souls for me was honestly kind of boring. I used the large sword of Moonlight in that game. Just whatever, you know. The moon sword in this game is fucking crazy. Look at all these different moves I'm doing with it, man. This ain't even the potential of the holy Moonlight sword in Bloodborne, and it's still super sick. I'm really trying to parry him with the Augur of Bradis there, but it's just not working. Look at this follow-up attack, man. Gotta love Ludwig's holy Moonlight sword. I'll be honest with you, I recently experienced Dark Souls 2 PvP for the first time, and after being told, oh, it has the best PvP, you know, it just has the best PvP. I'm gonna kind of disagree with everyone who's saying that, because I played it, and it's kind of boring. Just in my opinion, at least. I don't know, man. There's something weird about Dark Souls 2's movement where I just really can't get into the game at all. In my opinion, it has the worst movement. I don't even know why adaptability exists. It's the worst idea ever. Technically, Bloodborne has adaptability in it, only it does it right? I don't know. The idea behind making an aggressive stat is kind of strange to me. If you were going to make adaptability a thing, you should have tied it to armor and not to a stat. That's just my opinion, though. I'm no game expert. I'm no Souls game expert or anything like that. But I don't know. I don't think anybody likes adaptability in Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 3 had some pretty good PvP in it, honestly. It's a far cry from Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1, I think, probably has the worst PvP in the entire series, honestly. It's just literally backstab, 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 and that's all people do in that. Or they, like, get the golden tracer and, like, poise through everything that you do, and it's, like, not even fun. Or they dark beat at everything you do, and I don't know, man. Dark Souls 1, probably mechanically the worst. Demon Souls is alright, I guess, and Dark Souls 2 is just too clunky and slow for me. Dark Souls 3 is kind of good. Elden Ring, the thing about Elden Ring is that everything does so much damage in that game. So, like, I don't know, you could hand the fucking controller to a baboon and it would probably end up killing someone in PvP. Just by pressing like a couple of buttons, right? Because everything does so much damage. That being said, I still enjoy Elden Ring PvP. It's honestly hilarious how many crazy things can happen in Elden Ring. But my favorite PvP of all time in any of the games is definitely Bloodborne, man. Bloodborne, you seeing this gameplay right now, right? This shit is stylish, man. It's fucking cool, man. It's fucking cool. It's, I don't know, man. Bloodborne has the best weapons in any of the games. It has the least amount of weapons, but like every weapon doubles up because it transforms, and they have transform attacks. Literally the best weapons, some of the best fashion. The combat in Bloodborne as a whole is really, really good. There are a few bad things that kind of sets Bloodborne's PvP back. It's the blood gem farming that kind of really sucks if you're really trying to PvP. You have to go farm for blood gems. There is a faster way to do it now with the, I forgot what they're called. The customized challenge dungeons. I completely forgot what they're called, man. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I played this game. We got some Bloodletter gameplay in the background here. Look at the... You can't do this in any other Souls game, man. The Bloodletter is such a sick weapon. Insane. Insane. Bloodborne does poise absolutely amazing. As in, it completely gets rid of poise and puts rally in its place. Rally is a sick mechanic for PvE and PvP if you're aggression, you know, if you got the aggression in you. I mean, look at the dodges, man. The quick steps, I love them. You don't need much stamina in this game either. Your stamina bar, that thing is well, it works better than in most games. A lot of my builds don't even level stamina, to be honest. Look at the parries, man. The gunshot parries in Bloodborne are sick. Man, this whole video is just me going, Bloodborne is sick, play Bloodborne. But you should, man. The Return to Yharnam event needs some more hype behind it. I'm hoping this video kind of does that. Even though I kind of really doubt it. Not many people watch Bloodborne content nowadays. Game is 8 years old, like I said. Still a masterpiece, though. I mean, again, I only have nostalgia for this game. I don't really have nostalgia for any of the other Souls games. I still have videos on my channel from way back in 2015, 2016 of me PvPing in Bloodborne. Which is just fucking sick, man. I remember really loving the PvP then, and I still love it now. And it makes me happy that I can boot up the game during this week and find a ton of activity, you know? So I encourage everyone to do the same, man. If you guys are missing Bloodborne, boot it up, load up your PvP characters, start a new character, play through the game, ring the small resonant bell, ring the hunter bell, the beckoning bell, ring the sinister bell everywhere you go, and just look for activity, man. This game deserves it, for sure. This game for sure deserves it. And I hope we get some kind of remaster in the future, some kind of like remake or something. There's been all kinds of rumors about Blue Point like remaking Bloodborne, remaking Dark Souls 1. There's Bloodborne. IGN posted not too long ago about a Bloodborne remaster. Hopefully they get a PC port sometime in the future too. I'm not a PC player, but I think the more people that can experience this game, the better. It's not out of the realm of possibility, man. They gave a God of War a PC port. That's like PlayStation's baby. So I don't know why they're clutching on to Bloodborne unless they have some kind of weird plans in the future with this game. It makes no sense this game sold as well as it did. This game was literally a console seller back in its day. And there's been nothing going on with it these last 8 years, man. Ever since the old Hunters came out, it's the last that we got a Bloodborne. And that's sad, man, because this game is fucking awesome. And the PvP is awesome. And I will be streaming more of this PvP during this week. From March 24th to April 7th is the Return of Yharnam event, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Anyway, guys, here is the stats for all of my characters that I used in this video. My Bloodtinge build, my Arcane build, and my Quality Beast build. If you guys like this kind of content, this kind of PvP content, this kind of Bloodborne content, I hope you guys will subscribe, man. We just hit 400 subs not that long ago, and we're trying to make it to 1,000 before the end of the year. I think we can do it, man. I think we can do it. And with that being said, guys, fare thee well, peace out, and all that fun stuff. I'll see you later.